Qrip Shielder's Solstice Salon, 21st December 2022. Online. Organizer and host, Alland. Introducing feature poet Karl Knights.
Karl Knights is a queer autistic writer with ADHD and cerebral palsy, living and shielding in Suffolk. His first poetry pamphlet, Kin, won the 2021 New Poets Prize and is available at poetrybusiness.co.uk/product/kin. Matson, can you pop the link to buy that pamphlet in the chat? I see a clink clink in the chat as well. Thanks, Jess. I'm overjoyed to share Qrip kinship with Karl and thrilled he's reading to us today. Welcome, Karl.
Hello. It's a real joy to be here amongst you all and to be in this space. And there you go, I've just been spotlighted. My enormous Wizard of Oz head has appeared. I'm Karl Knights, and to give a quick visual description of myself, I'm a white guy with short brown hair, glasses, and I'm wearing a black jumper with a collar poking out. My vibe is very much the kind of slightly eccentric, somewhat dweeby kind of maths teacher, I think. It's my exact vibe, I think. I'm going to read a poem that was originally a video poem that looks at shielding, particularly the rural element of shielding, what that's like to shield in a rural environment rather than a city. And I'll read the beginning and the end of the poem. And it's called The Voice You Never See. And the first part, the beginning of the poem, needs a content warning. It mentions death and grief and funerals and all of those other markers of our current moment. And apologies in advance if I miss a content warning, as I haven't read this poem outside of the video poem recording, so it'll be a first experience for us all. Anyway, the poem. Crack on with the poem, Karl. So here's the start of The Voice You Never See. Today, the council sent men in high-vis jackets to clean your gutters. A ladder was against your window, you and a workman in splattered dungarees locked eyes. The closest you've been to a stranger for 2 years. Today, you started to choose live albums to listen to other people, their claps, their cheering, their breath. Today was your first Zoom funeral. It won't be your last. Today, you mourn Katie Wilkins in your everyday clothes, your ink-stained jeans and tatty shirt. You see her uncle in the front row, his empty wheelchair in the aisle. Today, you revised your will and the news ran a story about the best sourdough starter. Today, you heard the ice cream van going down Sylvester Road, up the high street and back again, round and round. No one hurried to be first. He drove away in silence. Today, your cane waits by the door, wants to go out, and you say, no, no, soon. Your favourite sound is the thud of the mail hitting the doormat, the clap of the letterbox flap, the slot peeping out onto the street. And that's how the poem starts. And this is how the poem ends. I guess a spoiler alert for the poem, I guess. I guess. And this the ending is very short, and the only content warning that this part of the poem needs is it mentions food quantities briefly. So here's the end of The Voice You Never See. We will limp out and see what's replaced the shoe shop next to the old HMV. Let's go for overpriced chips. Let's order an extra large from your favourite hot dog stall in Ipswich High Street. You can see him in his black shirt, red apron, red bow tie, and straw boater. Soon we will hear a broad Suffolk accent. Our jaws will unclench, our shoulders slacken, and we'll belong again. We will, won't we? And that is how The Voice You Never See ends. And I'm so glad that I can share the work with you all. I'm so glad to be here, and I can't wait to experience everyone's work tonight and to experience the conversations that we have too. So thank you so much for all of you for being here, and thank you, Lynne, as well, for interpreting the poem too. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you all.
Thank you. San speaking. That was just beautiful. You can watch and or listen to Karl's full video poem with captions at poetrypeople.org.
Credits: Organizer and host San Alland. Technical assistant Matson Lawrence. BSL interpreters Lynne Bateman and Max Marchewicz. Live captioner Marion Dawson. Thanks to Eric Karoulla and solidarity to all Qrip shielders who attended, and everywhere. Qrip Shielders Salon is supported by Kachin Kachang Kachunga, Scotland.